Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last part, well, Tech died, Bowser did some more stuff, and we heard from Luigi a little bit. Mostly just a plot dump. And in this part, we're actually gonna continue with actual stuff. Kinda. Just a quick spoiler warning. Today's gonna be mostly side quests, finding stuff, getting some upgrades, a lot of sort of mundane but important stuff before we head off to the Chapter 7. However, I am not sidetracking you guys, technically, but you'll find out in just a second. But anyway, let's see where our oh my god, a piece of paper is taking us next. That's no moon. That's a space station. You know, too often that quote I can never use that quote in situations where it's actually applicable. But here it is. So anyway, yeah, location of a crystal star was recorded on our magical map. Is that right? According to the map, the last crystal star is... It can't be. Well, it says the moon, so I guess we're gonna have to go to the moon! If what this map indicates is true, the location of the final crystal star is the moon. The moon? Isn't Princess Peach also on the moon? The problem here is, how does one get to the moon? Quite a conundrum. Give me a moment to look into this. Excuse me, please. This shouldn't take long. Sure it won't, Professor Frankly. It's not like we're gonna have to fuck around for a little bit. Aw, shit. So anyway, yeah, we have to pretty much fuck around a little bit before, Frankly will allow us to continue with the plot. I'm not exactly sure what the, requirement is. Well, hold on. First off, there's a nice little cameo in this email here that I wanna, bring up before I get back on topic. But anyway, the real Zip Toad emails us, he thanks us for finding, Dupless. But anyway, just like every other email we get from a character, we get a picture. But if you look in the top left corner of the screen, you can actually see a brief cameo from Junior Troopa from Paper Mario 1. That's his only appearance, by the way, which is kind of sad, but whatever. It's nice that they at least included him somewhere in the game, seeing as he was such a prominent presence in Paper Mario 1. But anyway, what you need to do is use the super jump here to knock off that treasure chest. And we'll be able to find inside it well, I'm just going to spoil it right now. You got an Ultra Hammer! So anyway, yes, this is our final hammer upgrade. It upgrades our action command hammer strength from 4 to 6, which is awesome. And it also allows us to break the stone blocks. We were able to break those with the super hammer in Paper Mario 1, but whatever. Not really that big of a deal. But anyway, yeah, the spinning attack is the same as the super hammer, so there's not really any change in that. But anyway, as I was saying before, you have to fuck around a little bit before Professor Frankly will allow you to continue with the plot. I'm not exactly sure how long you have to wait, or if there's a specific trigger for him actually figuring out what he needs to do, because I've played the game before. It's not finding the Ultra Hammer. Finding the Ultra Hammer isn't the specific trigger. I found the Ultra Hammer before, talked to him, and then he's still not done. Maybe there is a clock in the GameCube, so maybe it's like a certain number of minutes. But I always just take this time to clean up some loose ends and such. So it never really bothers me. By the time I'm finishing all my wandering around and such, we're usually done. He's usually done anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, on to Rogueport sewers, as we're going to continue exploring, find some stuff, and yeah. Anyway, first things first, there's some hidden stuff over to the right section there, so we're going to want to go there too. As you remember, with the super boots now, we can jump and hit certain poles. So we're actually going to do that right now and blow up the wall so we can finally get the Ah, shit. This is the problem I was talking about. It's a little bit hard to judge depth in some situations like these. But this wall is blow-upable with bobbery, so when we bomb it up, we'll be able to get the treasure chest over there. Finally. That thing's been eluding me the entire game. It's just like, whenever I see a treasure chest, I have to open it. Anyway, yeah, that's the Defense Plus P badge. Just like the Defense Plus normal badge, it ups your defense, but for partners. So anyway, because going on these pipes takes so long to do, well, I decided just to speed up this part of the video. It's not that long. But anyway, if you go into this room here, there's a star piece, but not really much else. I think that this room has more to do if you do one of the Trouble Center missions, but for now, there's just a star piece in there, so if you want a star piece, there's one of the star pieces. But anyway, so yeah, but it takes a while. It takes a while to get all the way over there and all the way back, so that's where I figured that I should speed this up. As I said, it's kind of hard to judge where you're supposed to land on those poles. I mean, most of the time you can tell just because they put little marks on the ground, like drips of water or something. But a lot of the time it can be hard to tell, so that's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, there's also a shine sprite there, so you're gonna want to pick that up too. You could pick that up as easily as before Chapter 5, but I sort of just forgot about it, because I always get all this stuff whenever I get the super boots. We can now explore all of the Rogueport sewers, so you can get almost every single what's the word I'm looking for? You can get almost every single shine sprite in the game at this point. I mean, there's a few that you need to get in Chapter 7, but you should be able to upgrade almost everyone by this point. But again, I miss a few until before Chapter 8. I have to keep stressing that, so I'll show you where they are before then. But anyway, now that we have the Ultra Hammer, we can blow up this rock. And you can finally access these two switches, which will, like the switches in the room before this, lead to some shortcuts. Anyway, the badge we just got was a Flower Point Plus badge. You pretty much trade badge points for flower points, so I wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, you're definitely going to want to open up these quick warps. Because, spoiler warning, we're going to be going on a little mission very, very soon that requires a lot of backtracking across the entire game, and you're going to hate yourself if you're going to take the long way on all of the, wherever you need to go. So, you're going to want to open up those two pipes. The pipe on the right, as you saw, took us to Keyhole Key. And this pipe on the left takes us to Poshley Heights, so this is a much faster way of getting there than taking the train. However, if you ever want to go to the train station again, I don't know why you would want to, but just in case, if you ever want to go back there again, you are going to have to take the Excess Express, though. So, yeah, that's something. So anyway, now that we've got the super jump ability, we can actually go finally get that last shine sprite in the room with all the spinias. So we're going to go do that now. Thankfully, I decided to cut out the extra rooms that don't mean anything, so you guys don't have to put up with too much tomfoolery on that part. So yeah, we can finally get that shine sprite there. I read in some of the comments that there's a way that you can sort of glitch your way to get it, but I've never really tried to do that. I've usually just done it the legitimate way most of the time. That's sort of what I'm talking about with the spin jump, not the super jump. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to get it to sort of activate. Like, you gotta jump and then keep the A button held down even when you reach the land. But sometimes I swear it just doesn't work, and it's a little bit finicky, I'm not gonna lie. Thankfully, the super jump isn't really used all that much. I mean, you can use it to hurt enemies, but it's not really a good way to get a first strike. So, but, other than the puzzles that it's needed for, it's really not used a whole lot, so that's a good thing at least, you know. And generally, they are pretty good about telling you about where you need to use it. There's usually a mark on the floor someplace that'll give you a general idea of where you're supposed to tell. It's just depth perception is a little bit hard, and I noticed that's hard in a lot of RPGs where there's sort of an upper floor, lower floor dynamic. And see, this is what I was talking about. Most floors have a little mark like this X here that sort of say, hey, you should use the super jump here. It's only in the few instances where there isn't a mark where it gets a little bit irritating. Like, for example, when you jump down here, there's... sorry, I was thinking of a different area. But if there wasn't a mark here, it would be a lot harder to tell where I'm supposed to use the super jump. Especially because in this case, because you wouldn't be able to see it because the, super jump marker... Because the super jump pole that you're supposed to hang from is too high to see with the regular camera. But anyway, yeah, that's most of the stuff that we can find in the Toad Town Tunnel. Why do I keep calling it the Toad Town Tunnels? That's Paper Mario 1. That's most of the stuff you can find in the Rogueport sewers, sorry. Actually, I know my way around the Rogueport sewers a little bit better than the Toad Town Tunnels, just because you're spending more time down there. So anyway, now that we've got a whole bunch of shine sprites, we're going to want to power up our partners a little bit more. I can upgrade 3 at once. At this point, you should have 13 shine sprites with you. At least 13. Maybe more. I know there's 2 I missed in Rogueport and 1 I missed in Twilight Trail. So I would have had at least 12 if I didn't miss those. So I would have been able to upgrade 4 party members as opposed to just 3. But it's really not that big of a deal. Anyway, when we upgrade Goombella to super rank, Ultra rank, sorry. She gets 3 attack power on each of her jumps. So she pretty much has the strength equivalent of Mario with the super boots. Ultra boots, sorry, I keep on getting the super and ultras mixed up. Yeah, so Goombella is still a pretty good party member. Her 4th ability isn't really that great, but she's still useful in a lot of different situations, so she's a good standard party member. The Yoshi gets a Stampede ability, which is pretty useful, if a bit costly when it comes to terms of FP, but it's still good. And he also gets another point of attack with his ground pound move. So again, he's the go-to guy for enemies that don't have any defense. Miss Mouse, I think this is when she gets her thieving ability, which makes her very useful if you want to steal badges from enemies, because you can sell those for a lot of money. Not that you're going to really need money at any point, but it's there. So anyway, the recommended order I would upgrade everyone to super rank would be Bobbery and Vivian sort of at the same time, Miss Mouse and Goombella Leon the Yoshi, then Miss Mouse and Goombella sort of at the same time, and then Koops, and then Flurry. But anyway, remember this guy? Well, we gave him money. We gave him money, and he went to Dry Desert, and he got some oil. So anyway, for every 100 coins that he gives you, you give him. Every 100 coins that you invest with him, he gives you. He multiplies that by 3. So if you give him 100 coins, you get 300 coins. If you give him 200 coins, he gives you 600 coins. If you give him 3 coins, you get. If you give him 300 coins, he'll give you 900 coins. You should never give him more than 300 coins, because otherwise you're wasting money. But with that, I'm never going to need to worry about money ever again. It's definitely worth your time to invest in him. But anyway, yeah, that's all the side quest stuff that we need to do. Again, there are 2 more shine sprites hidden about in the Rogueport area. There's one in the Rogueport sewers in the sort of hub area that has the sort of town type areas with the shops, and then there's another in one of the houses in the west side. But yeah, you should get those 2. But other than that, that's pretty much everything that you can find in Rogueport as of right now. But anyway, well, Frankly here is telling us about a cannon that we can use to get to the cannon in Far Outpost that we can use to get to the moon. Well, use that Ultra Hammer to find the pipe to Far Outpost then. Get to it. Yeah, you got it, Prof. Far Outpost. Charge! Oh yes, one more thing you should be aware of. The Bob-Ombs who live there are sort of a surly bunch. They might not let you use their cannon. You may have to negotiate with them. In any case, that's your problem. Good luck. Get that last crystal star. So anyway, the pipe to Far Outpost is in the same general area as the pipe to Twilight Town. Basically, if you remember... Well, I don't know what... Oh, well, I'm saving here. I don't know why I'm saving here. Oh, yeah, I know why I'm saving here. But, sorry, I'm rambling again. The pipe to Far Outpost is right next to the pipe to Twilight Town. If you remember the sort of gray block We have to break that in order to get to the room with the far outpost pipe. It's that blue pipe we saw when we used the super jump to get into the room with the treasure chest with the... It's the room to the left of here. So you break that pipe, and then you can go in. So anyway, next time, we'll have a cold reception. I'm XandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.